Hello. This is the 5th time I'm doing this, and I'm going mental. Okay. Hello. You might be seeing from the video that I am doing a drawing segment, and it's interesting. Okay. First off, hello. I'll be sharing my plans for the channel later, but right now I just want to get some things out of the way first because apparently it takes a while. First off, hi. Don't know who's watching this, but hello. I appreciate you. Anyway, you can probably tell right now that I want to get this out of the way. This is a voiceover, so I'm going through some audio I had with this, and that is a very terrible hello. The way I had to draw with the mouse. Terrible. I don't like it. Never want to see it again after this. Tired of looking at it. Anyway, I just want to say right now, I'm using OBS, and I am recording this on Curita. And I am currently finding out that just like my previous 2 TFT videos, it's not really working well. It slows down my ability to draw. There's a delay in where I put my pen down. I'm not sure it's going to show up yet because I haven't gone that far when I reviewed, because everything looked like it was fine. So, anyway, right now, first things first, you're seeing is my drawing attempt of a pixie banner. Those don't. I know it looks very basic, but I can't really do any. At the time I was just doodling, and this is what happened. And I wanted to add more to it, and edit over. Also, I gotta stop saying also. Anyway, I really I have this thing. I'm not sure in terms of the art community how okay people are with lowering the opacity on your own drawings and kind of drawing over them to see improve. I don't know if that's a thing and if people are fine with that, but that's what I did for this one because this is not like this is my own drawing, but this is not like my attempt at making a masterpiece. Okay, future me, I meant to say masterpiece, okay? You got that bit, but I said something I really didn't want to do this early on into my video, or early on in my video stages, but I did. So I edited that out. Not beautifully. Also, that's a little thing. That's a little thing with my my drawing tablet and my pen, which is interesting. I don't know. I haven't fully utilized it, so it sucks, but I really need to learn more about my pen and Krita and OBS. I'm learning a lot of things in a short amount of time, which is insane but amazing. I hate the fact that I have to do that one recording all over again. Anyway, it's not a masterpiece, but I personally want to edit it out to make it look decent to my own style, and that's my attempt at making one of the gills or the fins. It's more like an axolotl, honestly. That's what a pixie banner is, basically. A big axolotl. You can see that I have a wonderful, indecisive moment how to draw that bottom bit. And you'll see eventually what I did with that bottom bit. But no. The delay is terrible. This computer is kind of not helping me. And it sucks because what I've learned so far is that any attempt at drawing, I'm going to have to do my drawing things after my finished product is going to be on my own time, and that's it. I can't do it while OBS is going because that just delays it so much, and I can't handle that because every time I would do one stroke, It'd be like a couple seconds later that I see the stroke go through, and that's it. And I kind of like doing the one stroke. If it looks bad, I'll delete it, make another stroke, delete, back, delete, back, stroke, back, stroke. What was I doing? Okay, anyway, if anyone has any like helpful tips, that's almost like a new rule. If anyone has any helpful tips, please tell me because I do like to learn more about A, my program, and B, how to be a better artist. Because genuinely, I want to improve with all things, especially like goal one, get a new computer so I can actually record better quality videos because there's so many games I could play. Oh, and probably one day maybe get like a capture card so I can actually play some of the things I do have that I normally play. That's a potential, but I would need, moolah. It's tough around these times, and everyone knows that. But if anyone has any tips at all, I appreciate it and will gladly listen in or not listen in. Yeah, listen in and read the comments and just, go through. Learn anything I possibly can. If any tips anyone wants to give, no matter how small. Also, anyone wants to complain about my voice, you are free to do so. There's not much I can do with A, how my voice kind of sounds different when I talk through a mic. B, how lowish, awkwardish, maybe sounding. Remember, I can't be loud. I usually can scream through my mic, but I can't do that right now. So, everyone has that kind of little bit. Anyway, as you can see, I am going through so many attempts at that bottom gill. I also quickly want to mention Pixie Manners are one of my favorite out of the TFT characters you can be because they're adorable. They're so adorable. And the emotes you can do with them, oh, they're cute. I'm a sucker for cute things. But, oh yeah, I kind of went to that kind of like little paddle shaped because I don't remember if they're like canonically able to swim or they're just like land. They look pretty. No, I decided to kind of just keep it there. Kind of looking at how I am trying to. My problem is my old style was always making something looking one way. There's no dimension to it, just 2D. I stepped in the realm of 3D, and art classes back in the day, I kind of liked to draw crocodiles. That was a thing. And, it was fun. But 2D is where I really stuck with, like, wasn't very, dynamic. My drawings weren't that dynamic. So I kind of stuck to one style, and my style is, it stayed relatively the same. That's mainly because of, my lack of time, honestly. And usually when I do have like a day off or I'm not doing anything, I usually would spend it on something else. And by the time I remember that I would like to practice drawing a little more is when I'm busy. So fortunately, that kind of sucked. But with this, which I'm hoping I can improve on A, my editing skills, and B, my drawing skills, mainly my drawing skills, but mainly also my skills as a person trying to eventually reach my goal, which I should mention now, is streaming. I would love to be a streamer. It'd be a very I went mental as soon as because I couldn't figure out how to make the face. But anyway, I wanted it seemed like a way to be me and be able to show people, like, just have a good time with people. But I need to learn. I always wanted to do this. Like, 3 or 4 years ago, but I never ever had the motivation to do it or have really the time, which is unfortunate because if I started back then, I would have so much experience right now. I couldn't. And I don't really regret it, but I also do a little bit. So now I have to learn from the bottom, just like everyone else does. And that's fine. It's honestly, it'd be a little boring if I didn't know if I knew everything off the get-go. Now I'm gonna have to go through that heart-pounding experience of learning everything, which is fun. Honestly, it's really fun. And it's been what 11-ish minutes in, and I'm still struggling on this one bit, which is funny. But, excuse me, yawn. It's late. Anyway, my goal is just a year. And by that I mean I'm going to be posting videos, learning things, trying new things for 1 year. I will make sure I look in the comments at anyone who appears. I would be grateful for even one person. I went mental again. Also, no, actually, that was my attempt at showing how my, drawing. I would like to do, one straight curve, one straight line, and that'd be fine. But when I draw slowly, my hands are a little shaky, so that does that little rivet. And it's annoying. Yeah, I like drawing, but that one bit is just need to work on some muscles or something like that, and it makes it do some practices. And who knows? I'm really looking forward if anyone does appear, has any art experience, and they can help me with that. Or give me tips. That's it. But anyway, I want to give myself 1 year to learn things from the comments. Anyone who comments on my videos, I want to learn from them. Learn anything I put, like a sponge. I want to learn everything. Everything in regards to streaming, because that's my main goal. Be a streamer and put out videos, or just continuously stream. I would like to do some drawing videos here and there, but I want to be able to do that within a year. Maybe I might start early, but I will still keep the channel, but the channel will more likely disappear once I get, not disappear, it will stay there, but it'll stay here on YouTube. I'll never delete it, because honestly, these videos have been my first, and they're amazingly fun. I'm having a good time with this, especially. You'll see my end result. Why I never would have done this if I didn't think about streaming. But I want to eventually start a new channel after a year and begin that long journey of streaming. That happy journey and learning, meeting new people, doing things I never thought I would do. And I'm hoping to get that chance. I'm hoping someone would give me that chance to start that. But who knows? I can't tell the future. I don't know how good this video is going to go, and I'm hoping someone shares it once. But I will say my main goal is not only to accomplish something I want to do, but also I would like to inspire someone, one person, honestly. I want to be able to inspire them to do something they normally never would do, or something they dreamed of doing, because it's always fun to watch them. Watch those people out there that has already accomplished and already done things mind-blowing. It's always heart pounding and that adrenaline kicks in and you're so astounded. And that point of view is, it's addicting. But I never thought about being at that other side, the ones who are doing it, the ones who are the ones on the other end, the ones who are doing these things, then that ends up making you feel like that. It just brings me back to back when I was a child. So many things popped up, mainly on television or in the natural world, and it's just awe-inspiring. And every day it just makes me excited. Honestly, I just want to share that same feeling with one person. That's the goal, just one. That'd be hard, though. You have to be, like my attempts of drawing eyes, I always hated drawing eyes. But that goal is the main driving force of all this, honestly. I let too much time go by, and I've always wanted to do this. This is more like an attempt to apologizing to my younger self who wanted to do this. And I should have done it a long time ago. I should have done this a long time ago. And here we are. I want to inspire one person. One human being who's just, browsing. You see what I got to offer. And then, they can't stop themselves. Sitting in their chair, giggling. That's what I used to be. Giggling. No, it's more like they're so hyper that they can't stand still and they want to do. They're so imaginative, lost to their own little world, excited about everything, excited about the new things. We need more people like that, honestly. But I need that chance. I'm hoping at least one person subscribes. One person. That's the goal. I'm starting like little increments. One person, 10 people. And then boggling 100. Which, by the way, 100 people doesn't sound like a lot to like maybe successful people, but 100 people is a lot of people. If you think about it in terms of how in the room you're filled with 100 people, that's crazy. 1,000, insane. 1,000,000, you're talking like more than my cities. And then I'm going mental because I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't know what my plan is. It was just fun. It was a fun little thing. I liked the little sails. I liked the little sails antenna that I put in this one, and I went mental. I couldn't figure out what the heck I was planning on doing with this. The face is just too round. I should have started with the face and then worked my way over there, but I didn't. And then I'm mad. And then I fooled you out with the mouth. Like a gremlin. But no. I hope one person who's watching this actually gives me that one chance. That one chance to share with someone else. But I want to. This is the goal. This is the project. This is why I named my channel name. And I'll get to that if anyone's curious. They'll ask about it in the comments. I'll get to that. Why I named my channel the way it is. Eventually. That's if anyone cares. Anyone's going through the videos and actually sees this. Thumbs up for you because you're my favorite person. But no, back to the commentary. Those are my, actually no, back to what I was talking about earlier. That's my plans. 1 year. learn everything I can like a sponge, and then start streaming. Find new people, meet new people. I don't. I think the main goal for everyone thinks if they want to go to the streamers be the. Some people might assume that everyone wants to be the big streamer, which is a good thing, honestly. It'd be fun to be the big streamer. But I just want to be happy. I want to be happy like everyone else. I want to be able to show what my skills, quote unquote, as a gamer. I want to be able to hang out with people, just anybody. I want to be hang out with them, meet new people, and other streamers, learn from them, learn from their mistakes, and add on and not repeat them. Learn from my own mistakes when I do this, because now I know I want to put a thumbnail every time, but I gotta draw and prepare ahead of time. I'm learning as I'm going. It's fun. It's mind-bogglingly fun. Also, just going back to the drawing, I decided I kind of wanted to mess around with the eye, move the eye, and see where I liked it. And it was an interesting idea. And then I started rotating it with it, and it looked like an egg. But then when I rotated it to this point, I didn't realize how good it looked until I moved it, and I went like, oh my god, it looks so much better. And yeah, it does look better. In my opinion, it looks so much better than that kind of loopy, lopsided eye. That's my general style. A general style back then when I was a kid. Or when I was younger, honestly. That's what I should say. I'm not going to really use that term. As a kid. Because it makes me feel old. I'm not that old. But honey, I'm genuinely still relatively super young. After you reach a certain age, you realize, I'm old, but I'm not old. I'm not like a fossil, like 30s. I'm not like them, no offense to anyone 30. It's just, that seems like an old time. I was still messing with the eye because I was astounded. I had like a burst of inspiration when I saw that eye, and it was insanely good for me. Because, once again, I never would have done this. Never would have done this. If it wasn't for this one bit of inspiration that I wanted to finally sit down and do what I want to do. Never would have done this, and never would have been so mesmerized by an eye that I drew. And by the way, this is coming from a guy. This is coming from someone who very much dislikes drawing eyes. I hate drawing eyes because it's like I can't capture how it looks, what an eye looks, and it always looks unevenish when I draw them, and it bothers me. It goes like, I could put it upwards a little bit. I could put it downwards a little bit. It's a little too forward. It's a little too close to the mouth. I hate eyes. I wish I could just draw. Back then, actually, there was a point in time when I did actually draw in characters in a dynamic position, and it was actually pretty chill. By that I mean, what I meant to say was that it was actually pretty decent. I was able to kind of like change their head positions, add shadows and all that kind of stuff. This is basic stuff, but I never really liked finishing it because I always have to draw the eyes, and I hate eyes. I can't press that enough. I hate eyes. But anyway, no, I was mesmerized, and then on the screen it's kind of like I'm doing nothing, but actually I was going off the rockers off my chair because I was like, it was like the neutrons in my head kind of started like cooking themselves up, and by the way, I mean that literally they were cooking themselves, and the end result, an idea, a wonderful idea, honestly. Because as you'll see in a couple seconds, is what my end result is this. I ended up changing the face, which, as I said, I always drew that 2D kind of like facing that one way. Never actually changed it until now. This is one of the few times I've changed, because I hate drawing stuff from the front face, looking at you. I genuinely also, by the way, that was a cut because I did say something again. I hate myself a little bit for that. But anyway, the front face is kind of weird for me because I can't really position the nose and mouth right always. It was difficult for me, especially when I was back and when I started drawing that I never really got. I always had to change the face pointing into like a general direction or kind of like tilted just so I could see the chin and all that kind of stuff and kind of get a general idea where I want to put the eyes. But I tried this and it actually turned out nice. It actually looks like a Mitsune, if anyone knows what that is from Monster Hunter. Kind of looked like a Mitsune, but I was still going for a pixie render, so I kept the little crowny, the gem crown on the very top of his head, but I don't know if I want to keep that, and I'm messing with the eyes right now. Also, I did double check quickly what I sounded like, and my voice is kind of quiet, but also kind of raspy. That's because of my mic. It's not a good mic either. As I said, I'm working from the bottom, but my goal is to eventually get there where I can easily do what I want to do without any issues. But I need that chance, and I'm hoping some of you are willing to give me tips and pointers. That chance that I'm looking for. Also, every time, like I was only able to do this picture off the recording, so couldn't do it. I wish I could have showed the whole thing. That's one of my first things I will do if I get a better computer, is that I can draw a entire time lapse of what I did, and it'd be amazing because that's one of the that's one of the fun videos I find out there. Yeah, and the gaming videos, but yeah, it turned out really good. I'm honestly really proud of it. However, time's running out right now for the video because that's as much of the, as I said earlier, that this was a recording. I'm hoping oh yeah. Also, that sound is my computer because I was hitting the backspace and it didn't work. I did change the eye eventually, but I wish I mentioned that earlier. However, it was just my backspace wasn't working. I don't know why. Anyway, this is all I have left. Of time that I have left on this video, but I'm hoping that I get some comments, and I will review most of the comments in a longer video next time. And I hope you guys have a good day. And anyone who stuck around at the very end, I genuinely thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you're one of the first views, and who knows if this channel blows up. I'm genuinely hoping for it, so anyone else can see my video and give me more tips. But anyway, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later next time. Be sure to leave a like and comment. I will love you guys.